What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are Lit-A. Ninja team, man, turn. Jay, motherfucking day. Straight hitting outside, big crip in the gang. Straight hitting outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is the Navy, a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, I'll fight back. Never let somebody tell you who you are, boss, and put yourself in a position of belong. Let's stay humble, let's get on a revolution, on this movement, keep y'all right first. Coming to the Black Hebrew Israelite, as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. See? Motherfucking day. Shit hitting outside. Big crip in it. Gang shit hitting outside shit, man. Turn up. This shit is getting wild, man. Rap beef. You know what I'm saying? I could say being a rapper probably one of the most dangerous shit that you could do outside of being like in the army. Because it's always war. You know what I'm saying? It's always war. If it's not the police, it's gang members. If it's not the gang members, it's the cartel or some Mexicans. If it's not Mexicans, it's white supremacy and the KKK. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you know, the thing about gang is brotherhood. So you can bring a group of people together and really build some shit out of it. If you try to, on some positive shit. But we finna talk about some top 5, man. And y'all know top 5, you know top 5, man. That's Drake, #1 shooter. Head ass. Drake #1 shooter, man. You know, Drake paid about like $1 million to get this dude out of prison off of alleged murder or something. But this is what's happening. He got stabbed in the neck. And before that, they had a gang altercation situation to where this paralyzed dude who got shot got taken out by gun violence and stuff, you know. So Akademiks like real close with the dude, like, you know, he probably the main dude who put top 5 in position to win. Dude almost lost his life. Got stabbed in the neck. So we have the video. We broke it down. Make sure you like and subscribe. And let's get into this video. Prayers out for him, man. Shout out to BC5. So look at this. We got top 5. Drake #1 shooter. Done got stabbed in the neck, bruh. This shit wild, bruh. He done lost his brother to death. You know what I'm saying? He beat a murder, allegedly, that they say he didn't do. And he almost just died from a neck injury. Shit crazy.
We've actually seen the neck injury now, but there is a lot to get into.
When he called me, every few words, he's coughing.
This top 5 situation is crazy and as wild as people is making it out. We can see right now on your screen the neck bandage. This guy is very lucky to be alive, and DJ Akademiks has spoken to him and described these injuries. This was a horrific incident. It is a miracle that we're not talking about this being a murder. If it was a little bit more a different direction where he caught the wound, this guy would not be here to tell the story.
He says this happens at an after party. I talked to him. Yo, it was so sad.
That's how Drake and the Ruler got killed. He got stabbed in the neck.
From here to here.
Shit crazy.
17 inches. Yo, when he called me, every few words, he's coughing. Damn. He got liquid, or whatever. He had surgery, and then basically he told me.
One sec.
I'm on stream. I'll call you back after. He he's on blood thinners and shit like that. But you know, he's gonna be good. His voice sounded normal.
He actually has streams planned as well already, even though he's in recovery mode. He's gone to Paris. He shared a text where
where did he get stabbed
no way
at?
you made it to Paris. I want to know what you're thinking in your brain right now. They know I'm coming, Ye. And he said, like John Wick, they after his dog. Ha ha ha, you a soldier. A bit of a random relationship, but this guy actually has done stuff before with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. It is just a weird link-up. Obviously, he has the connections to Drake as well. This guy knows a lot of top celebrities. In a second, we'll get into the men apparently arrested over this situation, but it's just a funny link-up, these two.
I always respected. Hold on, I got to talk about Cam for a second. What'd you say?
I'm about to be on Uzi's ass.
No, now I don't want none of y'all to be on nothing for me. I'ma slide myself, whatever that means and shit. I'm not, you know, but I'm not shooting nobody. I'm not fucking getting locked up for none of you broke ass niggas. but what I'm saying is like, yo,
That's a fact though.
Cameron is a nigga that's like, yo, I love Cameron. I respect this nigga's an ill ass nigga, bro. He like the nigga.
But you're just better than Cameron.
I'm just better than these niggas, and by the way, they jealous, and I get it. Everything I do is to get these niggas. They gonna be jealous by me. I know how it is to be jealous. I was jealous of Virgil. I was jealous of Drake. I was jealous of Elon.
So his next stream he's going to be doing, there's some serious people out in Paris. Hopefully he doesn't disrespect anyone over there. He said Somalians in Paris. He's literally next to the Eiffel Tower with his neck bandage on. If you guys didn't see, he already's been teasing a stream. He was talking to Neon. He didn't want to show his neck. Obviously he's put a picture out there now for people to see anyway. But he was saying he's got a stream coming he's going to promote. I don't know what we're going to see on this stream. It's going to be him addressing it. He does do the in real life stuff.
I'm on stream, brother. No, I'm not showing them you.
They can hear me.
Bro, I want you to know that you're gonna bounce back 20 times harder. And
Yo, they trying to kill me down there,
it's okay, hey, brother. You got God. You pray 5 times a day. It's all right.
You pray for me?
I pray for you, bro.
I love it, yeah. Talk to me off stream.
I will. I'll call you off stream. Love. Bye. Yo, he has a whole thing on his neck. Chat, he had a whole bandage on his neck.
Now, as I told you guys recently, there was people getting stopped and searched in the UK. A member of Section Boys spoke about this because he was pulled over just for being at that party. And apparently now men have been arrested as well as something was found. But let me...
Car yesterday, yeah? And you pulled up to the party where Top5 got stabbed. You're getting T-packed. Trust me. They said they want to know who stabbed Top5. They need to find out.
The top UK source, Opinionated UK, says turns out Steeks was right. Almost everyone who drove to the party ended up getting stopped by police the next day. None of this is their fault, by the way, just putting it out there. It says that a crew arrived at the party, to the actual party, with a convoy of cars, and the next day, as you can imagine, one of these cars was pulled by the police due to the incident. The police found a gun in the car, and all 5 people in the car were arrested, including notable members and affiliates of Mr. Watt and Tantan. Disclaimer, Ross wasn't in the car. He knew of nothing in the car. This guy, Opinionated UK, has broke so many stories early, and every single time it ends up being absolute fact. So 5 people, apparently, according to this page, are on remand for this situation right now. Doesn't mean they did it. Might have a previous, or they have some sort of links to this that has to be investigated more. They didn't get no bail. One thing we also see DJ Akademiks say is that him saying that on a clip of this stream about no killers in the UK was nothing to do with why he was stabbed. Obviously, it was going to be a part of the story because that clip was literally the previous day, and then something happens to him, but it was nothing to do with a direct response to that. They was targeting him anyway, according to DJ Akademiks.
The false things, this got nothing to do with the UK. Like, respectfully, it did happen in the UK, has nothing to do with the UK.
How is that happening in the UK? Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Online will create a whole story, and it's completely wrong. It has nothing to do with him saying earlier in the day, there's no, like, killers out. That has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It's some whole other shit. It's just not that. So, I know people want to believe it's like, yo, the UK slid. No, respectfully, he was there from days. Like, there was nothing, no bad blood. So.
That sucks.
When this guy does go live, there's going to be so many people tuning in, and I hope he just has the right approach and learn from this situation. I don't want him to say there's no killers in Paris and it's not like that and another situation happens. So let's see where he goes from here. I've watched a couple of the clips of these guys' streams, and some of them have already nearly gone left anyway. It's just a madness what he does on there. He runs around just doing antics. That's what he meant to do in the streaming world. But when you cross over that, having problems with people, anything can go left at any point.
Upti!
How you doing?
Yo, don't do that. The fuck out.
Nigga picked him up like a bad bitch.
Back up. You're covered with me, Upti. Share it out.
Nigga picked him up like a bad bitch.
I don't know how to do this. You can't cut it with this. You're cutting it. Don't cut it, bro. Cut it, bro. Are you stupid? Call the cops, man. Cut it. Hey, almost there. You didn't have to. You're laughing. What? Don't do it. They don't believe it. They think it's speaking. Cut that shit. How do you cut this? Cut that shit. Ooh, show this. Cut it. No more ankle, nigga. Cut it. You're back.
When I say this guy does a lot of trolling, the clip you just saw there of him taking off his ankle monitors seems crazy, but then the Toronto police responded saying he's well within his rights. He was just doing this for the shock factor of it, and it got clipped and it went viral. So this guy definitely wants to tap into what the internet wants to see, but can he just take it too far?
With regards to the ankle bracelet, Mr. Ali was well within his right to not be wearing that ankle bracelet. He wasn't on any conditions to wear it. So him having cut that off on social media was part of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that.
Top 5 was described, we've seen even on that Trap Law Ross video, the first streamer who's a gangster, and will that work? When you're on live stream, if you've got problems with people in Canada, in the UK, and God knows where else, they could just pull up to that location. But Top 5 definitely knows how to promote himself with the trolling stuff, and his responses we've seen after. In 2025, the internet's definitely a wild place. In terms of this investigation into the Top 5 situation in London, I'll keep you guys posted.
Shout out to SH00TA. This for the people who really don't know Top 5. We're going to learn more about him and what happened.
I brought your team for you to get back 55 minutes. 55 minutes.
Breaking news this hour, a man is dead. Several other people are injured following a shooting in North York, just south of Yorkdale Mall.
Bitch, I'm Blake Block, we get face shot through a drill on and out of Jake's high. Magic tried to creep, but we got heat, so you know he had to make the A hot.
Not even an hour had passed and Top 5's live stream had already started to go viral. Reactions flooded social media as clips of Top 5 cutting off his ankle monitor and flaunting K-Money's chain made the rounds online.
We got your chin, boy.
But while the internet laughed and watched, the Lawrence Heights community wasn't. At around 9:45 p.m., chaos erupted in Jungle, the same neighborhood Top 5 calls home. In a place already scarred by decades of violence and unresolved grief, gunshots rang out near a low-rise housing complex, sending residents scrambling for cover. By the time the smoke cleared, 6 people had been shot, and one of them was dead. The victim wasn't just another name. He was known in the streets as Drive-By King, a respected member of Top 5's crew, the Go Get 'Em Gang. Several years earlier, he'd survived a shooting that left him paralyzed from the waist down, confined to a wheelchair but still deeply embedded in the neighborhood's pulse. His resilience had become part of his notoriety, a man who took bullets but kept it moving. This time around, however, the bullets didn't miss. His death hit hard, not just because of who he was, but because of when and how it happened. For those watching closely, it didn't feel random. The timing, the location, the fact that one of Top 5's own was the one to die, it all raised a chilling question. Was this a coincidence, or the direct aftermath of a live stream that went too far? Toronto's rap scene has always been dramatic, but few artists have sparked more controversy and outright chaos than Top 5. His story is one of volatile beefs, legal battles, and violence that has rocked one of Canada's most vibrant urban music communities. Top 5's roots are deeply embedded in Lawrence Heights, a sprawling low-income neighborhood in Toronto, commonly known as Jungle. This area has long been associated with gang activity, economic struggles, and a raw street culture that both fuels and complicates the lives of young men trying to escape or thrive within it. For Top 5, Jungle isn't just a backdrop, it's the foundation of his identity. I won't be doing a full deep dive into Top 5's life in this video, since I've already covered his story in a detailed mini-documentary. If you want to learn more about his background, I'll have that video linked in the description below. Instead, I'll be discussing what may have led up to the horrific Jumble mass shooting. It all starts in 2021, when TOP5 was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in the killing of 20-year-old Hashim Omar Hashi outside a Falstaff condo. The charge shocked many and threatened to derail his career completely. However, the case took an unexpected turn.
We have breaking news from the Superior Courthouse with a major development in the murder trial of a Toronto rapper known as TOP5.
The murder case against Hassan Ali, better known by his stage name TOP5, ended today when the prosecution stayed the charges stemming from a 2021 fatal shooting in North York.
Ali, sitting in court, couldn't believe it, saying, "I get to go, and then is this a joke?" as his family started crying.
By January of 2025, the Crown stayed the charges against TOP5, a legal term meaning the prosecution has paused or discontinued the case, but it can be reopened within a year. If the Crown does not proceed within that time frame, the charges are permanently dropped. This meant TOP5 was free to walk the streets, but remained under a cloud of uncertainty and ongoing legal risk. Initially, he had made it known that he was no longer going to engage in any form of clout-chasing activities or feuds.
I'm going to bring every community together. Stop the violence.
But that promise didn't last long. He continued to engage with fans and rivals online. His social media presence thrived on taunts and diss tracks, blurring the lines between real conflict and online drama.
Since his release, Ali has appeared on multiple platforms threatening to incite violence.
I'm a shooter, right?
You're his shooter.
I'm not a drug shooter.
TOP5's biggest public conflicts have involved his former friends and collaborators, fellow Toronto rappers Casper and K Money. The fallout was highly public and bitter, fueled by personal slights, stolen chains, and escalating violence between their crews. Tensions between the two camps trace back as early as 2021, when things quietly began to unravel behind the scenes. Leaked Instagram DMs exposed Casper calling TOP5 a groupie, claiming he had crashed one of his studio sessions uninvited and even forced himself onto a track. According to Casper, TOP5 wasn't getting any bookings and would randomly show up at their concerts just to hop on stage, unannounced and uninvited. The disrespect didn't stay private for long. Over the next 4 years, both sides traded shots online, with subliminal and direct jabs turning into full-blown beef. Then, things escalated. When alleged paperwork surfaced accusing K Money of snitching, TOP5 wasted no time. He went on the offensive, turning the streets and social media into his personal courtroom.
K Money snitch. We're not giving bring up his name. He's
shit! But this was different, because in the streets, there are two things that can kill your rep for good: getting labeled a rat and getting your chain snatched. And for K Money, the second one, well, it came not long after.
And on a Sunday night from downtown Toronto, we got the Phoenix Suns in the Toronto Raptors.
On February 23rd, 2025, the Phoenix Suns were in town playing the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. And among the nearly 19,000 fans in attendance were K Money and several members of TOP5's Go Get 'Em Gang, aka the GGs. The GGs immediately spotted K Money courtside, but K Money, on the other hand, was completely unaware of his surroundings. According to him, he had taken Xanax prior to the game and was severely drowsy, a state so visible that even TV cameras caught it. His condition raised concerns, and soon, arena security flagged down medical staff, worried he might be overdosing. He was removed from his seat in a wheelchair, but that's when things took a turn. The GGs spotted the moment and followed him toward the elevators, and as K Money waited to leave, they pounced. The entire attack was caught on camera and posted online within minutes, instantly going viral. Rappers and fans across the city began cracking jokes at K Money's expense, turning the assault into meme material. But K Money wasn't staying silent. In response, he jumped on Instagram Live, erratically firing back. Not only did he diss TOP5's late brother Foolish, but he walked viewers through his version of events. According to him, the medical team believed he was overdosing, which is why they put him in a wheelchair. While he was being escorted out, multiple people jumped him near the elevator. The live stream spiraled fast, so much so that his own brother was seen in the comments begging him to end it. The next day, K Money dropped a diss track aimed directly at Money Man, the GG member alleged to have led the attack.
Oh, yo, the hell niggas got me thinking like, Bosh, what the nigga? I'll never trust some GG telling me get in the wheel. No, source of flip, but it might be a bitch in there. And I don't even charge bitch to drill, not even to bring my
In retaliation, Money Man took to his own Instagram live stream, accusing K Money of lying and claiming that not only did he get jumped, he got knocked out cold.
Did you knock him out? That guy got knocked out. So, and you know what's crazy? The man come on live after that he's a guy.
Tensions lingered, but K-Money wasn't backing down just yet. Nearly a month after the Scotiabank incident, he made it clear he got his get back. On May 20th, he posted an Instagram story flexing what appeared to be D-Money's bloodstained chain, the manager of Top 5, signaling that the score had been settled, at least for now. The image spread fast, and speculation followed even faster. Rumors swirled that K-Money had used a girl to set up D-Money, luring him into a trap. But K-Money quickly shut that down with another post, writing, "People will walk around barefaced in the mall without a care in the world like no one will recognize them, then swear a shorty backdoored them." The message was clear. This wasn't a setup, it was a slip-up. In the weeks that followed, K-Money and his brother Casper launched what they called the Greasy Neck Tour, passing the chain around to members of Menace Gang, their fans, and anyone down to clown. Videos and photos poured in of supporters mocking D-Money, tagging him online, and daring him to come get his chain back, rubbing salt in the wound and turning the robbery into a full-blown citywide troll campaign. The taunts came daily, fueled by fans and rivals alike. But through it all, Top 5 and his crew stayed quiet as if unbothered by the spectacle. But behind the silence, something was brewing. Because just when it seemed like the trolling had gone unanswered, the tables would turn, and K-Money would soon find himself on the other end of the beatdown. On May 27th, the cycle of retaliation came full circle. A Snapchat post began circulating, revealing that someone had not only snatched K-Money's chain, but had also recovered D-Money's chain in the process. The post ignited speculation across Toronto, but it didn't end there. Hours later, CCTV footage surfaced on Instagram, grainy but clear enough to make out the faces. The video showed K-Money being yanked from the backseat of a vehicle, thrown to the ground, and brutally stomped out by multiple attackers. It was a vicious beatdown, caught from a high-angle security cam, and it spread like wildfire. For many watching, it marked yet another violent chapter in a feud that had long spiraled past music into something far more personal and unforgiving. The feud didn't stop with K-Money and Casper. It quickly expanded to include the Blue Feather Records crew, home to prominent Toronto rappers Bundog, Pressa, and YG. At one point, Top 5's relationship with BFR seemed rock solid. Based on old social media posts, they often traveled together, and when Top 5 was first released from jail in 2021, Bundog was one of the first to greet him, handing him $200,000 in cash, luxury jewelry, and designer gear. It was a moment that symbolized loyalty and brotherhood. But behind the flashy gifts and Instagram stories, cracks were forming. The real source of tension? Top 5's loyalty to Drake's camp, October's very own, and their long-standing beef with the Weeknd's XO crew. Naturally, Top 5 picked a side. He inherited the beef and ran with it, openly dissing XO online. In one post, he claimed XO members had been in hiding since his release. In another, he mocked an alleged XO affiliate named Hawk, saying Hawk had his chain snatched and was begging for days to get it back. At first, it seemed like typical rap bravado, until things took a messy turn. Soon, social media posts surfaced showing BFR members partying alongside XO affiliates in Dubai, blurring the lines of loyalty and sending a clear message that Top 5 wasn't as backed as he thought he was. For Top 5, it was the ultimate betrayal. He felt that after everything he'd done to support BFR, not backdoor links with the enemy. In response, Top 5 took to Instagram and declared war. In one post, he wrote, "The fact that your label is drowning and I keep playing lifeguard saving you guys, and you do this to the president? Fuck BFR." From that moment on, the friendship was over. Top 5 had drawn a line, and there was no turning back. According to Reddit users familiar with Toronto's underground dynamics, the tension between Top 5 and BFR runs deeper than what's visible on social media. And it's been brewing long before the Dubai party or Instagram posts. At the center of it all is a tragedy involving Ibrahim Handule, the younger brother of notorious Driftwood Crips, 21 Neat and 22 Neat. If you're unfamiliar with them, I suggest checking out the mini documentary I made, linked in the description below. Unlike his older brothers, Ibrahim steered clear of the streets. He was deeply respected in the Driftwood court community, especially among the predominantly Somali gangs who referred to themselves as the Mod Mollies. Ibrahim had a love for soccer and even captained several local teams, but even that wasn't enough to keep him safe. Sometime in late 2023, it's rumored that Ibrahim and a BFR affiliate named Aro got into a heated argument, one that tragically escalated. Aro allegedly pulled a gun and shot Ibrahim dead. In a swift and brutal act of retaliation, someone close to Ibrahim and his brothers allegedly tracked down RO and killed him. As of the making of this video, the shooter is still on the run. These two killings tore a deep divide through the Driftwood community. You see, Ibrahim was well loved by the Mod Mollies, while RO was a figure respected by BFR. What followed was a silent civil war. Mod Molly affiliates began openly taking shots at BFR, both online and in the streets. Caught in the middle was Top 5, who at the time was cool with both crews. But as the streets began to fracture, so did his alliances. In the end, Top 5 picked a side, and he chose the Mod Mollies. From that moment forward, the relationship between Top 5 and BFR became strained and incredibly toxic. Then, the final nail in the coffin came when BFR linked up with XO. What started as street politics quickly turned personal. Top 5 began dissing Houdini, a beloved member of BFR who had passed away, and in response, YG took shots at Top 5's late brother, Foolish. What began as quiet tension exploded into a full-on war, with both sides taking it to a level few expected, dissing each other's dead loved ones, and burning every bridge left standing.
Yo, tell your man Top 5 to get off live, they about to kill him. I told him, I said, yo, Top 5 good everywhere. They gonna kill me?
On the night of June 3rd, 2025, the tension that had been simmering for months erupted into chaos during a live stream that would shock Toronto's rap scene. Top 5 went live on the streaming site Kick from inside Canada's Wonderland, flanked by his crew, and right beside him stood Money Man, proudly showing off K-Money's chain. With a cocky grin, Top 5 pointed to a 55-minute countdown timer on his phone, announcing that his ops had exactly 55 minutes to come find him. The live stream was anything but subtle. Fans at the amusement park began recognizing him, taking photos, and even asking to wear K-Money's chain.
Let's go get back! Let's go get back! Let's get back!
Throughout the stream, Top 5 fired shots at YG and Bundog, continuing to fan the flames of his feud with BFR.
That shit crazy.
YG, your dad lives in Brooklyn, homeless. He's sleeping in the 5 Series.
But things almost took a dangerous turn when one of Top 5's entourage members believed they spotted Lil OT, a rival rapper who had posted online that he too was at Wonderland.
Yo, mute this.
The energy shifted. It felt like violence could break out at any moment. Fortunately, it wasn't him, and stream kept going. The night got even stranger when an excited fan picked Top 5 up, and though clearly caught off guard and annoyed, 5 managed to keep his cool. As the live wore on, it grew more erratic. At one point, DJ Akademiks called Top 5, warning him that people were urging him to get off live before he got killed. But the rapper shrugged it off, doubling down instead.
Yo, what is that? The rat's chain. I don't know how I got it, Akademiks.
Then came a move that stunned viewers. He leaked the personal phone number of the Weeknd's manager, Cash, directly on the stream. And to close it all out, Top 5 grabbed his phone, called Neon, and in front of thousands of live viewers, cut off his ankle monitor.
Yo, brother, did you cut your ankle monitor off? Why did you? Yo, you're gonna go to jail, bro.
Neon.
Yes.
Welcome to the stream room, Neon. Welcome.
In the background, his entourage could be heard pleading with him not to, but he ignored them.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know how to do this. You can't cut it with this.
Top 5 held the severed monitor up defiantly, declaring,
No more ankle, nigga.
it was the final act in a live stream that felt more like a countdown to disaster, and the city would feel the aftermath just hours later.
Horrifying breaking news this hour. A man is dead. Several other people are injured following a shooting in North York, just south of Yorkdale Mall.
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
In the area, 6 people were shot here last night, Jamie. One, as you say, fatally. 5 others rushed to hospital. Police say they're looking for multiple people believed to be behind this.
Investigators say 31-year-old Yahya Ahmed Mahmoud was fatally shot Tuesday night. He was in a wheelchair. The city councilor for the area told TP24 the victim had been left paralyzed from a separate shooting in 2018.
Less than an hour after Top 5's live stream ended, gunfire shattered Lawrence Heights, the very neighborhood he called home. 6 people were shot. 1 didn't make it. The victim was 31-year-old Yahya Ahmed Mohammed, also known on the streets as Drive-By King, a revered member of Top 5's Go Get 'Em gang. Back in 2018, he had survived a shooting that left him paralyzed from the waist down, confined to a wheelchair, but still respected by many for his resilience and loyalty. His death sent a chill through the city, marking a grim turning point in a beef that had spiraled far beyond rap. It was no longer about chains, diss tracks, or live streams. This was the real cost of street warfare in Toronto. When city officials held a press conference to address the mass shooting in Lawrence Heights, questions quickly turned to Top 5, specifically the moment he cut off his ankle monitor live on stream. But the spokesperson gave an unexpected response. Top 5 wasn't on any release conditions, and according to her, there was no legal reason for him to be wearing a monitor in the first place. She suggested it may have been a publicity stunt, a calculated move to boost his street persona.
So what I'll say is we're early in the investigation. I can't speak to specifically whether or not he's involved.
Oh, that's
with
why
regards to the ankle bracelet, Mr. Ali was well within his right to not be wearing that ankle bracelet. He wasn't on any conditions to wear it. So him having cut that off on social media was sort of part of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that bracelet on.
But fake or not, the consequences were very real. For several days afterward, Top 5 went silent. No posts, no music, no responses. Then, suddenly, he resurfaced on an Instagram live stream, addressing the shooting for the first time. He opened with more mockery, tossing K-Money's chain over his shoulder like a prop and dissing BFR affiliates. Top 5 then turned his attention to the shooters behind the Jumble attack, calling them cowards for targeting innocent people instead of coming for him directly while he was live streaming at Wonderland.
When that Wonderland showing addresses, telling pull up, don't go half across the city to my hood while I'm at Wonderland with some demons and do a cowardly act. You get me? Because when I come for you, I come for you. I come for you. I'm going for people that, you know what I mean? Come on. You still have this stuff false claiming fake diamonds. I don't give a fuck if the man or my man. Look.
But the disrespect didn't stop there. In the days that followed, Top 5 posted graphic images of RO's lifeless body, further escalating tensions with every upload. The antagonizing was relentless, and it didn't go unanswered. Within a week, Driftwood was bleeding as a wave of retaliatory shootings shook the neighborhood, marking yet another violent escalation in a feud that had already gone far beyond music. It all began on June 11th, 2025, when shots rang out near Jane Street and Milo Park Gate, just steps from Driftwood Court, a neighborhood already simmering with tension. Luckily, no one was hurt, but this was just the beginning. On June 18th, Top 5 declared on Instagram that he was officially in crash-out mode. His rival, YG, fired back with a sharp jab by saying, "You need to hop in a car to crash out, not the internet." 2 days later, on June 20th, violence returned to Driftwood Court. According to rumors, a car pulled into the complex and opened fire on a man standing outside, but instead of hitting the intended target, the gunman accidentally shot and killed a stray cat, which a bystander recorded laying lifeless on the pavement. Hours later, Top 5 took to Instagram once again, this time posting a photo of Lil Durk, who is currently incarcerated on charges including conspiracy to commit murder and murder for hire. The message was subtle, but not lost on those watching. Then, on June 23rd, things seemed to take another strange turn. A Mod Mali affiliate announced plans to go live with Top 5 the following day, but the live stream never happened because 2 days later on June 25th, another car rolled into the Driftwood Court complex and a gunman opened fire, striking a 23-year-old man and leaving him with life-threatening injuries. According to Driftwood-based rapper M. Sav, the victim was not only his childhood friend, but an innocent bystander. M. Sav went on to warn his enemies in a post by saying that they were lucky his steppers were still locked up, or they'd already be dead. In the aftermath, Top 5 returned to Instagram with a string of cryptic posts. The first showed him being pulled over by police, soundtracked by Shaggy's hit record, "It Wasn't Me." The next was a black screen accompanied by 42 Doug's single, "We Not Done," a track with lyrics that felt like a threat more than a caption. Then, just 3 days after the latest Driftwood shooting, things took a surreal turn. Adam 22, host of the popular No Jumper podcast, tour of Driftwood Court, flanked by Top 5, the Go Get 'Em Gang, and members of the Mod Mollies. Adam's arrival wasn't just a media moment, it was a statement of control. The message from the Mod Mollies was loud and clear. As long as we're here, Top 5 and Adam 22 are good in Driftwood Court. The beef between Top 5 and BFR, along with K-Money and Casper, is far from over. To this day, shots are still being exchanged on social media, with each side using Instagram Lives, cryptic captions, and diss tracks to keep the fire burning. From chains being snatched to lives being lost, and neighborhoods like Jumble and Driftwood repeatedly turned into war zones, this isn't just about music or ego, it's about revenge. A cycle that keeps pulling Toronto's rap scene deeper into chaos. And until someone decides to break that cycle, this story is far from finished.
Here's how you compare.
Let's see what Akademiks have to say about it. 'Cause, you know, Akademiks fuck with top 5 heavy as fuck.
Yo, you're on vacation so hard, you tired? Yo, I'm tired in the bomba club, man. Yo, I'm going so hard, I'm like dead tired now. Like, it's not one of them nights. I'm looking around, nobody want to go out, everybody looking like, yo, we need a nap, dog. Anyway, what's poppin' with y'all? Yo, 5 was cracking, my boy. Yeah, I just talked to 5. So that's how you tired of vacation? Nah, it's not tired of vacation. It's like when you got mad things to do and like you always got like, it's like one thing after the other. I just came back from dinner still, you know, it was good. You know, I talked to 5, you know, he recovered. You know, unfortunate situation, but you know, it was good to see his face. You know, my boy recovered, we talked, so he could talk. Yeah, day 1 of 30 is gonna be treacherous this time around, alright? Now this is a Sox hat. Go to sleep. Yeah, I do miss my boy Pluto. I know some of y'all saying like all that tough talk, but you know something could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. It feels good to be on vacation. Somebody said, why they playing with you on Twitter? You ever seen anybody on Twitter on vacation? Twitter is like the biggest hating platform ever, man. They gonna take the most negative. Nigga, I could go on a vacation to Mars. The first go on Mars. You know they gonna be like, y'all can save 20 children from a burning building. They gonna be like, yo, who the f wanna get saved by Ak? Yo, I'd rather like, yo, Twitter is crazy. I love it though. You know? You see, to become to the level that I'm at, you gotta have hate. Like, no. I think one of them shorties here, because I guess she's seen it on Twitter. She's like, yo, how you handle it? I'm like, you know how I handle it? I just go on more trips and buy more things. Like, yo, you can't have everything in life. You're gonna either have a full bank account and everybody loves, a full bank account and a bunch of people mad at you, or you're gonna be broke on Twitter with a lot of hate in your heart. You can't have it all, you know? I'm not arguing still. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I've never seen people this mad at vacation. Never, ever. Yo, they're cheap. Yo, I'm not talking like I'm from Toronto, all right? I gotta stop. It's because I'm Jamaican. I'm not talking like I'm from Toronto. I was gonna say they're cheese. Nah, they're upset on Twitter though, for real. On Twitter, they're upset. I've never seen people this mad at me. Yo, they're tight. Yo, they're like, oh my God. Yo, they're so upset. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, top 5 is good. I spoke with him. He has like a big laceration, you know. It was kind of deep. He lost a lot of blood.
He went through surgery. He's gonna have full recovery. That's a fact. But it's gonna take a little while, you know. But yeah, I think he said it was like 17 inches. But you know, but I ain't gonna lie, they for what it's worth, yes, somebody definitely went, you know, try to, you know. There's like mad rumors and like fake stuff about it. That video is not real. So that video that they're saying is top 5, like that's not top 5. He told me, he said he was at this after party spot. You know, he felt like people followed him, and he was taking a picture with a fan while he was going into the club. Because I asked him where his homies was at, and he's like, "Yo, I was with 20 people. I get to the spot. I get there earlier than them. I'm walking in the spot. I think they're already there. So really, I'm alone. And then, he goes to take a picture with someone. And, you know, somebody.
I always catch niggas when they alone. They got all these niggas, but when they always get caught alone. Make that make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw the allegedly on there.
What's the point of having 20 niggas? You gotta cheer when it's time to fight.
False things. This got nothing to do with the UK. Like, respectfully, it did happen in the UK. It has nothing to do with the UK. It's a good meme. That's what I'm saying. Online will create a whole story, and it's completely wrong. It has nothing to do with him saying earlier in the day, there's no, like, that has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It's some whole other, you know, it's just not that. So, I know people want to believe it's like, yo, the UK slid. No, respectfully, he was there from days. Like, you know, there was nothing, no bad blood. So he said, does he know? You know, let the man. I don't know if you know, but you just know what it's not. You know what it's not, okay? It's not some random UK guys that attacked him because he said there was no. Nah, it's not that. He was getting a lot of love in the UK. But yeah, you know, unfortunate incident. It's going to take a little while for him to get good, but it's straight. I told y'all last night, I feel like the energy is finally getting back to where it should be. You know, it is going to sound weird. Well, it shouldn't sound weird. This last year was really, it was hater energy. I'm going to be honest with you. It was hater energy. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to work hard and be the best energy. And anytime anything is built on just hate, it's never really going to last, man. Like, you know, as I said before, like, if your strategy to win is hoping another person loses, you really don't have a strategy at all. So, you know, I feel like the last year, it was like this culmination of, it's like, there's kind of like size in this music. And at every few years, it's like a leap year in rap. Yes, even the worst team in a league gets that one win over a good team. And yeah, you know, it happened. But I think everything's starting to shift back. People, like, it's only so long they can't save a moment for life. So it's like, all right, we're going to get back to regular programming. And we'll wait another, like, 8 years or 10 years. Then we'll get another one of those moments again, you know?
Hopefully not. Shit. He might not make it this time.
Somebody says, oh, wireless? If I was invited? Go. I was on vacation, man. Like, I know sometimes y'all create these conspiracy theories like, yo, Drake didn't invite you, so you went. No, I told you I was going on vacation after the Diddy trial. You know? It says Drake should have sent me the PJ. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on vacation. I wouldn't leave vacation for that because as soon as I go there, there'll be work. I'm working again, 100%. Bro, if I'm if I'm at rap music, I'm working. I'm gonna be out there with all them people. Me and Popcorn should have been done an interview, so I would have been doing something with him. Me and Burna Boy was supposed to link this month. I believe like 22nd or 26th. So, bro, I would have been working. So, so again, if you rock with me, you should be like, yo, Ak went hard during this whole time covering the Diddy trial. Yo, give the guy a week, And the OVO Fest, man, come on. The only thing I really felt I missed out on, I missed out. I wanted to see if I could have seen Burna, Vybz Kartel, Popcorn, Drake, and Party Next Door touch the stage in one day. That's my type of festival. You go to shots whatever festival you like, and then you're watching a bunch of you don't like, but you're gonna stay for your one artist that you really like. And those were all the artists I really like. Everybody know I'm the biggest Vybz Kartel fan. Everybody know I love Popcorn. Everybody know Burna Boy. I'm rinsing this music. So it would have been great for me for that. But there's gonna be mad more concerts. And knowing Drake is gonna be tour. Who wanna bet? Drake gonna be on tour by the end of the year. Live Nation putting up with the work. So much you tripping, that would have been a movie. Yo, if I wasn't on vacation, I would have. 100%. And I'm coming back soon. Trust me. Somebody says, this delay Nice Man? I don't know when Nice Man drops on. Yo, by the way, I'll say this too. Because there's been this whole conversation. Yo, and I don't want to turn this into like a Drake stream either. Is the boy losing it? I think this week, with What Did I Miss debuting at number 2, it shows whenever Drake actually puts a tiny bit of effort, he's still going to debut in the top 5 with any song that he drops. Because, I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about it too. Remember Circadian Rhythm, which I love that song. No Face, love that song. All of them, 100 gigabyte songs. Remember, none of them debut high, but he didn't really release it right. They came out for free first, and then so it was like. But then people would look at the chart placements and be like, "Yo, he's cooked. Yo, he don't got that star power normally." Because people remember the last time he dropped a pack. Remember, Once in Need was like number 1 or number 2 or 3. Remember, he dropped the three joints. Once in Need was like number 1. Was the Lemon Pepper Freestyle in there too? I can't remember, but he had the top 3 spots. It basically says, yo, it has to drop. Give half an effort. Do a promo video and a mini stream and post to Instagram. With no airplay. Well, you probably got some airplay because of people writing the song. And by the way, I don't think that's his hottest record. I think Circadian Rhythm is a hotter song, but it just shows he's such a pull in music. If he gives half an effort, he's almost challenging for number 1. So, I think the allegations or the rumors that he's fell off or he's done is couldn't be further from the truth. And it's just, again, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, we just went through a hate era where everybody wanted to see this man been winning for a long time. It's kind of a little bit like that with me, man. You know how long I've been either talking or kind of having it my way. Yo, these people don't want to see nothing good. If I do anything good, they're waiting for the viral day. Is always the bad day. And that's just that's the ingredient of the success. So, I'm excited for Iceman, but also this is one of the first albums that I'm going into it straight as a fan. I don't want to know no extra leaks. Don't hit me with the joint verse. Let me just be pleasantly surprised, and I like it so far. Ye sold out 70K. Shout out to Ye, man. Do I think Drake and Travis will collab? I was watching it wireless. I'm like, yo, Drake better watch out for. Yo, I feel like Drake is one. Like you'll still see. Like we might look up, and him and Metro like hugging on stage again. I'm like, that better not happen. That better not happen. Yo, let me tell you this. Also, bro, I've been in this like 10 years. Man, I'm pretty honest with y'all. I used to get bothered by certain stuff because so I told this shorty's asking me, she's like, damn, I was looking, they was like, yo, these they hate the out of you. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like certain comments would bother me like 10 years ago, but like with all due respect, I've been on for 10 years. Like I don't know what to say. Like so, you know, so when they say something bad about me, I'm like, it ain't something I've never heard before. Get a little bit jaded to it. Just get a little jaded. Do I think Iceman sells 500K? Yeah, if Drake puts the effort, of course it sells 500K. Drake just gotta put the effort. Put the effort. Again, what I mean, put the effort in promoting your you know? And honestly, like, part of with him saying suppression, I'm not really going for that. Drake, you're the biggest artist in the world. You're really Taylor Swift level, right? Your league is with Bad Bunny. You have to, like, you're going against UMG, you got to put a little bit of effort, bro. A little bit. Again, thank God we got a music video, right? Like, you lead with that. You lead with some type of rollout. So, you know, yeah, you just got to put a little bit of effort. And, bro, I think what happens, and I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I'm saying, it's like a cultural reset, and we're going to see it all happen this year. Yo, Drake's my artist, but Drake was getting a little bit complacent. Like, okay, I'm just the best. Nobody me. And I mean, we all do. I mean, I do. Like, the best. So at times when you're the best for that long, like you almost mail it in because your half is still better than everybody else. Every now and then, you get a cultural reset where it ignites the fire in your soul again. Like, what I'm watching with Drake, him even talking about a number one, like him saying, yo, I'm getting it, whether it's on this song or the next. The last time he talked like that was when he was chasing his first number one, when he dropped Hotline Bling and it was number 2 and never made number 1, right? Yes, you gotta, sometimes you gotta inspire the hunger back in people. I mean, it happened to me. After the whole situation in February, I'm like super cruising. I'm having it my way. I'm having the time of my life. I'm great. Then, of course, some random unexpected BS happens. Everybody's like, you're done. Yo, we got him out of here. That's what they were saying about me. I'm like, all right, bet. So now I got to go. I was just dropping 28 points thinking I'm cool. I'm still like top 5 in scoring. All right. Now I got to go drop 40 in a row. I got to drop 40 every night. So, yeah, I think Drake realized he got to drop 40 every night. You got to embarrass these. Got to embarrass these. And, one thing about greatness is that the longer you go, it's hard to find that motivation. Like, the motivation to still be that great. Like, and sometimes you get back, looking at
people next,
like, damn, I was kind of on another level. Sometimes it gotta be people saying, you're done. You're washed. No, of course. Yo, 77 Bs, I see you. And I agree with you like that. This year for me is personal too. Yo, I've never seen, you know how long they was trying to get me out of here? When that whole back in February. It was like Voltron. People came together, they circled. They're like, we finally have our chance to get rid of Ak. And that put the fire back in me. I'm like, oh, all right. So cool, all right. You know, and this year's not done, but I still got a lot more to prove with it. You know, you get to the point, it's bigger than about cash and checks. It's about proving a point, right? Like, Drake's a billionaire. Like, boy's getting $200 million from state. You know what I mean? Like, boy's good. So when you could get up out of bed and you know your bank account is Magnolia, Millie rocking, and you're like, I'm about to prove a point to these. You gotta find that inspiration. Me, I used to find it from beef with rappers, like, cause like that's the only thing that really get me on my. Alright, yo, but I haven't really. There's no rapper that's really dissing me anymore. Like, they all just stop beef with me. So I'm like, and then I can't beef with like other like hip hop guys, especially if they're not on my level. So, like, who the hell I'm gonna beef with? I need a good beef. Yeah, I need a good beef. Give me some good motivation. That's always done for me.
Alright, you're back, man. That's tough. Thank God, you know, luckily he didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Even though this motherfucker be dissing the dead, he be disrespecting people in general, they beating up people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to know I just died just like on some just goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And, getting stabbed in the neck, man, people think that's not common. Yeah, it kind of is. You know, Drake or Ruler died from that shit. A lot of other people in, like, other countries die. Like, people die from stab wounds. Let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of beef, man, with random ops. Picking sides can be tough. Especially when you got Drake. And then Akademiks putting you on a higher spot where people gonna see you more. You gonna collect a lot of enemies. You know what I'm saying? And it's always like this, bruh. You got like 30 goons, 30 gang members, but every time they catch these people, they by themselves. Where the fuck is the 30 gang members? They're 30 goons. They never around when these niggas be getting hit up. I always noticed that, bro. When these motherfuckers be getting taken out, they have all these niggas around them with the tools, all on some gang menace shit. And when they get caught, they alone by themselves. It makes no sense to me, man. It's like that time when some shit happened, that's where you're supposed to be at. Like, bruh. So thank God he didn't die, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit is wild, man. Akademiks speaks on it, and he was real close with the dude, so I know he probably happy that he didn't die. But like I said, man, that's Drake #1 shooter, man, and that's how it goes, man. Live to see another day. Hopefully, it don't happen again. It might 10 years from now. Nigga, 10 years, you might not make it, bitch. Hey, I hope y'all like, subscribe, and we out the bit, man. Hood, Northside, Big Crip, gang, Northside shit, man.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.